Welcome to the show, Entrepreneur TV, bringing in the trailblazer, the people who are really making the difference in the lives of their own and the lives of people around them. And today, I have somebody from London who is being recognized as one of the top mortgage broker in this industry. Yes, you heard it right. Canadian dream is to own a real estate, is own a home and live peacefully. And today we have somebody special from this industry who is going to not only reveal his own part of it, why he's in this industry, but also help you understand a little bit on the mortgage side and see how you can benefit out of that. I want you to welcome Dani Hanna from RMA Mortgage Alliance on my show. Welcome, Dani.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in on the show.
No problem.
Awesome. We heard all about you. You are one of the limelight in London. You've been discussed all over, with being the entrepreneur nation and everything. Who is Dani? When they meet you, who is Dani?
Dani's just a fun guy.
Yes.
Have fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So being in the top, one of the top mortgage agent, how did you feel like? How did you get to this point? How did it all begin?
So early in my career, I would go out and meet as many people as possible.
Okay.
And talk to as many people as possible, and just to establish some relationships.
Okay.
That really helped me in the beginning.
Okay.
To build a foundation for my future. Many of those people I still keep in touch with today and do business with on a regular basis. Not only referral sources, but also clients as well. Just servicing people early on, and they've become repeat clients now for the past 10 years.
So you are in this business for 10 years or so?
10 years, yeah.
Okay. So why being a mortgage agent? That would be my first question.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed the aspect of helping people purchase a home and being a part of the financing process. I'm good at numbers, so I
was going to say that, numbers guy.
So, I'm a numbers guy. I take the percentage or the ratio of everything I do.
Yeah.
So I'm a numbers guy, so I thought I would focus on that. And I really found a joy in saving people money on their mortgage and helping people achieve financial freedom through their mortgage and being able to pay it off in a short period of time.
Awesome. So, because this is an entrepreneur show, right? So you are one of the entrepreneurs. So why being an entrepreneur? You could be a mortgage broker for a bank, for another thing. Why you choose to run as a business owner?
So I chose to be a mortgage broker early on because I wanted to be rewarded for my hard work. I didn't want to work for a bank that would compensate me marginally less than a mortgage broker would. And I wanted to have my own hours. I wanted to have my own office space, and I wanted to have my own freedom of choosing my clients and choosing how to help people. I chose being a mortgage broker because with a bank you only have one option. It's just simply what the bank offers you.
Yeah.
With a mortgage broker, there's tons of options.
Yeah.
Tons of options. Not only in regards to which lenders you choose, but the type of products within those lenders.
Okay. So being an entrepreneur is very demanding too, right? It's you have to run your own show. You have to be able to manage people, communicate, and draw new business. What does your daily motivation look like? Yeah.
So I'm an ambitious individual. I like to go out and to help as many people as possible, and there's simply nothing more. I find joy in seeing people happy with getting a house and getting a low mortgage rate, or helping them achieve the goals that they want within their mortgage. It's not only people buying a house but it's also helping people who are in financial distress and refinancing their mortgage to pay off, maybe some debt that they've incurred, or they need to do some renovations in the house to have a living space that they're happy with. You know, I find joy in helping people in those situations as well. So I guess, you know, what motivates me is seeing people that truly appreciate what a mortgage broker does for them.
So it's not your number thing. You, right behind those numbers is the people, the feeling,
Absolutely,
the lives
absolutely,
you're impacting.
Yeah.
So I mean, so far I guessed out of it that you were very, you know, you were dead on that I want to be mortgage. You had a very clear thought process. Then you started networking, and you meet, you know, all those people around you, and you stay connected with them. And lastly, you have the deep desire to help. Are those, we can call, the three main ingredients of your success?
I would say networking is a major part or a major aspect of my success, just because I enjoy networking. I enjoy meeting people. I enjoy, you know, talking to people about what I do, and it's, you know, I can be proud of what I do, and I'm proud to give people my advice. So yeah, so networking, meeting people. And so what did you say the third one was?
You know, the deep desire for helping people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because when you were talking about people, that this is your motivation to help individual, that something is desired. And I always feel like, or I think a success ingredient for any entrepreneur is how they can remove a pain on someone else and or add a pleasure in it. When you do one or other, you become successful entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You become part of that people life, and that's how you can prosper. Right? So it's great. I know you've been in networking. You've been seen in a number of places, especially in the Entrepreneur Nation. You're always there in all those meetings, and always you're head of a number of groups in that as well.
Yep.
What few things I wanted to ask you from the business aspect of mortgage are the one, especially being the biggest immigrant country as Canadian as. Most new immigrants think that they cannot get a mortgage when they come in because they don't have a credit history, they don't have that, you know, the profile set it up. Is that true, or is that?
So there's several ways for a person who is new to Canada. That's the title of the program is new to Canada.
Okay.
There's a number of different ways that they can get a mortgage. Whether they're landed immigrants or refugees or foreign investors, there's several different ways. So we as mortgage brokers have three different categories of mortgages. Institutional prime lending, so bank mortgages, which is my primary focus, is you know, focusing on the prime institutional lenders.
Okay.
The secondary options are alternative mortgages, and the third and usually the last resort is a private mortgage.
Right.
Now, for a new to Canada program, a person, if they have an income but don't necessarily have a credit score,
Correct.
that's okay. So they will
Okay.
still be able to get a mortgage. What we would ask for is 6 months of bank statements to show that they've been paying their rent on time, or a bill, or a phone bill, or electricity bill, something like that. That's just to show that they've been making payments on a regular schedule, so and they haven't missed any payments. Now, the difficulty becomes when we have individuals who are Canadians but are new to Canada and have income from another country. Now, if it's the U.S., it's
traceable.
Yeah, it isn't difficult to place a mortgage with somebody from the U.S. But if it's from Europe or the Middle East, which we see most of the people that come in with foreign income are from the Middle East, we can still do those mortgages, but it requires 25% down.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So it is possible. So
Anything's possible.
So we can give that good, you know, the news to most of the people, because I come
Absolutely.
across a number of new immigrants, and they always have this question. Okay, you know, I really like this, and especially in London booming market, they wanted to invest in, get the share out of it, but they are like, I don't know if I can get approved or not, right? The other part is, as you mentioned, new immigrant now comes to a new home buyer.
Okay.
There's a new regulation happening starting September. I believe that there will be some grant and anything. Would you like to share some details about that?
Yeah, so it's it's not a grant per se. It's a profit sharing loan. So if you are a first-time home buyer, and it's only eligible for first-time home buyers, and your family income is under 120,000,
Okay.
and you're purchasing a home for less than 150,000, then the government will loan you 5% down if it's a resale home, so an existing home that's just being resold,
Okay.
or 10% down on a new build. Now you have to have the initial 5%, and then they'll give you the additional 5 or 10%.
And the home should be only $100 and some thousand dollars?
No, the income. Sorry,
Oh,
the family
income.
income needs to be less than 120,000. The home is under 550,000.
Okay. For most of as we being in the entrepreneur nation, we've been connected with so many small entrepreneurs, the people who are just in the business, slightly new or a little bit in there. Sometimes they have a little bit hesitation or kind of go into some struggle mode in order to get a mortgage, because self-employed is totally different. They don't have a clean-cut T4 in order to prove their income.
Yeah.
Can you help them?
Absolutely. So there's many ways of obtaining a mortgage for people who are self-employed. The easiest way, or the least expensive way, is to utilize the stated income program. So the stated income program is for people who are incorporated or who are sole proprietors that have written off a considerable amount of their income. We can state their income reasonably.
Okay.
Now the minimum down payment for the stated income program is 10%.
Okay.
For example, if there's a mechanic and he has a gross income of 100,000, but his net income is 40,000.
Okay.
We'll take a look at the expenses, and we might state his income reasonably at 70,000 to help him qualify for the mortgage.
Okay.
Now, the insurers, the three insurers in Canada, but Genworth is the primary insurer that will support a program like that.
Okay.
If somebody shows good income and they don't need to increase their income to qualify, we use a 2-year average of the last 2 years' income, and then from there we can do add backs and capital cost allowance and office use for home. We can add back to the income. I can go on and on all day.
I know. I was like,
programs,
I was looking at it because you got a lot of details
We
part
do,
of
yeah,
it too.
yeah.
But what honestly I have came across a number of small entrepreneurs who actually ended up going to the private mortgages with the high rates.
Yeah.
But what you are describing, you have a process in order to get them qualified from the regular lenders at a lower rate. So they should be able to get benefit from your services going through that part.
Yeah.
And there are plans.
Regardless of if somebody thinks that they're paying too much or the interest rate is too high, always call for a second opinion.
Okay.
And I'm not one to waste people's time. I'll let them know if what they're paying is appropriate for their type of mortgage or their situation.
Okay.
Or if it's too high, we can find another solution for them. But like I said, I appreciate people's time. I appreciate my time. So if I think that where they are is good,
Yeah.
and it would affect them negatively
Okay.
to get them out and put something, replace it with something else, then I'll just let them know. But absolutely, if anybody thinks that they're paying way too much for their interest rate, and you'll know if you think you're paying too much, and you feel like you're paying too much, it's probably because you're paying too much. But it doesn't hurt to get a second opinion.
Now, I quickly wanted to ask you about London booming real estate market right now. From after GTA over the last 2 years, we're seeing the huge influx coming to our area. You see the influx, and so most existing home owners like myself who have invested in real estate about 10, 12 years ago. Now we see our equity rose up, and we wanted to kind of get our share from this booming market. So there's two options that we're looking for, or most homeowners would be that one is that we take out the equity from our existing house and buy a rental property, or go and buy a bigger house, sell this and buy a bigger house. What would you recommend?
So people who have been living in London specifically for the last 5 or even 10 years or 15 years or beyond,
Okay.
are finding that all of a sudden the prices of homes have skyrocketed.
Yeah.
Now in London we were comfortable with modest home prices forever.
Yeah.
And now that we're seeing the values of homes increase significantly, and by the way, the cost of rent has increased significantly as well.
True.
People want to take advantage of that. So that now they have access to lots of equity in their house.
Mm-hmm.
So oftentimes, what homeowners will do is refinance their home, take that equity, and purchase a rental property. And that'll just help them, accumulate wealth over an extended period of time by renting out the property. And then a few years down the road, they can refinance the rental property or their existing home again, because now they have two sources of equity, two sources of two properties exactly to take out some equity, and they can purchase another one.
Mm-hmm.
And we're seeing a lot of that today.
Okay.
So, and on the flip side, because the values have increased, people are accessing equity in their home to do other things, to pay off debts, to buy a vacation home, not necessarily rent a property.
Okay.
And you were seeing more and more of that.
Nice. So, okay. So I was thinking only few things, but you have seen other aspect of it. Yeah. So if they are looking to reduce the high-paying loans, that would be one of the aspect in order to refinance or remortgage those things too.
Absolutely.
We are talking to Dani, and we strictly stick to the business side of it, because I think there were a lot of changes, a lot of new information coming into the market, especially in the real estate in London and in Ontario overall. We want to take a little short commercial break. We'll be right back, and we'll continue talking to Dani Hanna and ask about something more details, some fun stuff on it. So stay tuned. We'll be right back at the Entrepreneur TV. Entrepreneurs TV, and we are today with Dani Hanna talking about something real in terms of mortgages, and he being the top London mortgage broker. We are wanting to talk about something from the Dani's personal side. So Dani, wanted to ask you, what is your favorite thing of being an entrepreneur?
Yeah, so freedom, make my own hours. Come and go as I please, and service the people that I would like to service. I enjoy working late nights, but I don't enjoy working early mornings, because early in the morning is the time I spend with my kids and getting them ready for school, and seeing my kids off and go to school, so I just enjoy the freedom of going out and networking and meeting people as I please. Okay. So that's the best part about being an entrepreneur, is, I guess, the freedom to come and go as you please.
That's always is the key, right? That freedom, and that's what I think most entrepreneurs look for. But you have to pay a price of that. You have to work hard. You have to be persistent on that aspect of it. Do you remember any gratification, the best moment of being a mortgage broker?
Like I said earlier in the show, there's nothing more gratifying than seeing somebody really happy. And in this particular case, there was a couple that was building their dream home. Okay. And it was a magnificent home just outside of the city. Okay. But partway through their construction, their lender stopped advancing funds. So they were stuck with a property that wasn't completed, and they need to get it completed quickly before winter. Okay. So they went to it was a credit union, and they had been with that credit union for quite some time, so they didn't have any other options. They didn't know about any other options. So they came to me, and thankfully, we were able to move their mortgage and get their construction completed, and with an interest rate that was even significantly lower than what their current lender was offering. Oh. So, and I still keep in touch with them till this day. I've been to their house several times, and it's a magnificent home. Okay. And they built it just the way they liked it.
So they were right in the middle of dream home.
Yes.
And then institution cut it off, and then you jump in, and then not only you help them build, but also lower the rates.
Well, I didn't help them build the house.
I mean, help them finance.
Finance it, yeah. Help them finance it, absolutely.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So, I know now that you're a avid networker.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of people you enjoy the most having conversation, having?
Yeah, so I enjoy people who are outgoing, who have a willingness to meet other people.
Okay.
What I look for in a networking environment is how can I benefit from that person? Not significantly, how can they benefit from me?
Okay.
Not how can I benefit from them?
Okay.
Because the reciprocal relationship, right? It's okay. What can I do to make that person appreciate that they're here and networking?
Mm-hmm.
That's my primary focus. Is okay. How can I help this person? And how can I build a relationship with that person?
Mm-hmm.
And in the future, if business comes from it, great. If not, you've met somebody new and hopefully fun, and
you made a new friend.
You enjoy seeing. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Did anything that you don't like, or you see people that that they are not serious in networking?
Yeah, I don't like negativity in a networking environment.
Okay.
I think that really it brings down the fun part of networking.
Okay.
It's just people meeting and enjoying their time together. People that have a negative influence on the room, I think, is poisonous for the entire group.
Okay.
Really.
Okay.
So I really do try to focus on people who bring up the environment and bring up the positive feelings in the group.
Mm-hmm.
Because just naturally, business will flow from people that are there just to meet people and to have a good time.
Okay, so you talk about fun a couple of times. So what Dani do for fun?
What do I do for fun? So I'm a very social person. So yeah. I do enjoy going out for dinners and with friends and family and colleagues and associates.
Okay.
I enjoy traveling. I enjoy golfing.
Okay. I heard a lot about golfing from you.
Yeah, I'm not a very good golfer, but I do enjoy golfing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where did you went for your last vacation? Was where?
My last vacation was in what month? I went to Jamaica. My last vacation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it fun? What was the most interesting part?
It wasn't. Okay? I didn't have a great time in Jamaica. I've been to other places that were more enjoyable, but Jamaica was just okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the most dream vacation you ever had so far?
I've been.
How many vacations?
I can't even count.
Yeah. See, the reason why I'm asking is because I wanted to really showcase the audience when you are committed to your profession, when you are committed to helping people, you're going to make money, you're going to be successful, and with that success comes freedom. With that success comes with your choices where you can go, because most of the people wanted to travel but they can't afford one. But you have to be committed into what you are doing, and then that will give you the byproduct of doing something more.
Yeah.
Right? So you can't even count.
No, I honestly can't count how many vacations I've been on.
Okay.
I'd give you my passport, but there's been a couple passports that I've lost. So those stamps are gone. But yeah, no, I've been all over Europe.
Okay.
All over South America.
Okay.
Africa, actually, and I know Lucy enjoys that every time she hears that. I spent about a month in East Africa.
Okay.
Yeah, just many vacations. Yeah.
If I ask you a question that you're on a plane and you have one seat next to you, who would you want to have a seat to you? Would be a Hollywood star, a politician, or a golfer?
A Hollywood star.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No? No golfer? You don't want to?
No, because no, a Hollywood star, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it depends which Hollywood star. If it was a politician, they would bore me.
Yeah.
If it was a golfer, they would likely bore me.
Okay.
but probably a Hollywood star.
Okay. What advice you want to give to a new mortgage agent who want to enter into this field? What kind of advice you want to give to them?
Just work hard. Every day, get up and work hard. Your hard work will be rewarded. And the tough thing about any business is you won't make money right away. So just keep your eye on the ball and focus and work hard.
Danny, what would you like to say about your business overall? Where the new future, where the new venture, where you want to take it to?
Yeah, so a number of things that are happening that are, I guess, new. Number one, as of January 1st, we launched a mortgage investment corporation.
Okay.
It's called Iron Funding, and there we can lend out money privately in-house, which in scenarios where it requires private lending, we really have control of the fees that are associated. We can really keep the cost down for our clients, and it's just a quicker process. And it's just an easier way for people to get some private funding quickly in our office.
Okay.
So that was about 2 years in the works, and we just launched that January 1st.
Okay.
So regulations that we had to go through with Fisco and the Ontario Security Council and the lawyers and the accountants and all that, and it was finally done. It was a big accomplishment that once that was completed. And we're also looking at rebranding in the new year.
Okay.
So that'll be some new changes that'll be happening in the new year. Our team has significantly grown. When I took over about 4 years ago, we had about 7 or 8 agents, and
Okay.
and now we're at just over 20 agents. Yeah, we're just looking to expand. Looking to hire ambitious people who really enjoy the industry.
Okay.
And yeah, we're just looking to have fun.
Okay, awesome. I know you always about
Just want to
fun.
have fun.
Folks, if you are listening to us and watching us, I kind of wanted to give you a breakdown of the success ingredients. The person who is really committed, the person who is really believe in hard work, the person who is never shy away from helping people. There are those success ingredients in each entrepreneurship, and when you are the entrepreneur, you know that you have to make those calls, you have to hit the pavement, you have to do the networking event. And Danny became successful and became one of the top London mortgage broker because of this. So there's no hidden agenda, there's no hidden thing that nobody knows. It's just you have to execute it on daily basis. It's the behaviors that will make you. And Danny is a prime example for here today. And I really want to thank you, Danny, for giving us time and having some conversation and wanted to know all about your golfing and vacation. I know a lot of people know already. But thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
And helping us understand a little bit more on the mortgages and on the Entrepreneur TV show. Keep watching Entrepreneur TV. Powered by Entrepreneur Nation, the stories of entrepreneurs who are really making differences in their lives and people's life around them. Over and all, have you ever wondered you want to be on the red carpet? Have you ever wondered why other people are taking all the advantages of media, coverage, and TV? Have you ever had that passion and desire to build your business? Have you ever been considered TV as a media outlet to showcase your personality, your story, your passion behind your business, your brand? Well, you are in luck. Entrepreneur TV, powered by Entrepreneur Nations, is right here headquartered in London, Ontario, and can reach out to thousands of people around the Canada and to the world. And why it is so important to have your brand being representative to the mass media, because your skill set, your power has been contained